letter to the Chancellor. Why is that important? The Chancellor's input into our negotiations is key. Key issues like telecommuting, key issues into how our compensation is structured. Chancellor needs to hear our voices. We're going to do that today. We're going to send him hundreds and then thousands of these letters. Yes. The other one goes to our social media campaign. We're visible now. We're going to be visible across SUNY campuses around the state, but we're also going to be visible on social media. We're going to make sure that they cannot miss the fact that UUP members are out here, they care, and they want a good contract. So I'm going to ask you to do that while this is going on. Pull out your phones, pull out your friend's phone, ask permission. Click those QR codes, get them done while you're here. That would be fantastic. All right, we've got some great folks here. It is my privilege and honor isn't the right word, but it falls to me, and it falls to me to welcome and introduce our statewide president. Dr. Fred Cole is going to lead us off. Fred.
Aaron Major, give it up for Aaron. Albany. I said earlier I'm an alum, so let's make it loud for Albany. And I think that, first I want to start with a question. How many people here come from union families? Yeah? Let's say, I want to start there because I think it's imperative, since maybe the campus president is around. The chancellor, by the way, knows what we're doing. I sent him a text this morning. I said, I hope you've cleared out your inbox and your email because it's going to fill up in a hurry. We've got some agitated members, I said. We have demands on the table that he must respond to. He responded with, thank you. I look forward to meeting with you. Good, so do I. But if we are a union family, which I believe in my heart and soul is that is the truth, we are. But then we must deal with two facts. Fact number one, when we demand fair pay, job security, health benefits, telecommuting, these are demands. As a union, I see the sign dignity. We do not ask, we do not plead, and we sure as hell don't beg. We demand because we are UUP. We are UUP. We are UUP. And what do we want? The governor's in town. Apparently, they are getting to work on the budget at some point, okay? So I want us to be real loud because I think she might be able to hear us if we're loud enough. And so when I ask, what do we want? We're going to respond with a fair contract. When do we want it? You know the answer to that one. Okay. So let's go. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. Oh, you guys are tuning up. This is great. I love it. Now, and I think she heard us. Now, the second important fact. I grew up in a union family. My father was IBEW local number 7 in Massachusetts. My uncles and aunts, they were in the Teamsters, machine workers. This is what I knew growing up. And from the start, I always heard them talking about how pissed off they'd get at management. Because management always said to union folks, you know, you're always just looking out for yourselves. All you want is more and more. Correction on fact number 1, we don't want, we demand. And we earn it. Because we do the work of this state university system. But the second important point is I never want to hear it said about this union or any union that all we care about is ourselves. We've got demands on the table that are going to benefit all of us. There's no question about it. But we've also got demands on the table that are going to help adjunct faculty. We've got demands on the table that are going to help the people who have been working in the hospitals and keeping us alive. We're going to lift up certain groups within our union because we are a union, and that's what we do. That's what every union does. We lift everyone up in our society and in our union. So that myth, I'm going to call bullshit. We lift us up, and we lift up the patients and the students that we serve. And so, even louder than last time, let me ask you, what do we want? When do we want it? Now. What do we want? And when do we want it? Now. Are you prepared to join all those events that Aaron talked about across campuses, from east to west, from north to south? Are you ready to join in all those events and bring out your colleagues by the hundreds and the thousands? Can I get a yes to that? Yes. Or maybe can I get a amen? Amen. That's better. And then come May 6th. We got buses, we got it all down here. We got folks coming in from Albany and from the campus here. It's great. But come May 6th, we're going to have a big event out in Buffalo. Where are the Buffaloes at? It's going to be all union. It's going to be a display of our power, and it's going to continue the demand that we are making, that we want a contract, we want a fair contract, and we want it now. What do we want? Fair contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Fair contract. When do we want it? Now. And we want it because we are UUP. We are We are UUP. All right.
Thank you, Fred. Let none of us be mistaken here. The work we do here today, Fred said, it's not just about us. It's about the people we serve, the students we serve, but it is also about the principles and the values of the labor movement. We stand in solidarity with the work of the fellow unionists that we have stood shoulder to shoulder with now and in the past and in the years to come. I want to recognize some folks that are here today. Ibrahim's today from the president of the Albany County Central Labor Federation. Ibrahim, there he is. He brought his own bullhorn. Ibrahim brings his own bullhorn when he goes grocery shopping. It's amazing. He's amazing. Sean Collins, he's an SEIU 1199 organizer in the back. If you have not woken up, Sean Collins, new young baby, you're not doing your job. Sean's also the president of the Troy Area Labor Council. And then our friends here from GSEU are here. There they are. I proudly wear my GSEU buttons. And to wage theft, and to the graduate student fees, we stand in solidarity with all of these labor groups. As unionists from across campuses, academics, professionals, healthcare workers, IT workers, faculty in the classrooms and beyond, we stand in solidarity with each other. We fight for one contract that serves the needs of everyone. And that is what is so powerful about us all being here today. I want to welcome up Raditha Abraham Nichols. Raditha serves on our negotiation team. That's one thing. Raditha is a fierce, passionate advocate for her patients at Downstate Medical. And not just for that hospital, but for the community it serves and the vital health care that it provides. Let's give it up for Raditha.
Hello, everyone. How are we feeling? UUP, right? UUP. So, I want to thank Fred and Aaron for kicking off the Contract Action Week. Downstate is in severe financial jeopardy. Morale is low. Despite our obstacles, members continue to train the next generation of healthcare workers in our schools of medicine, nursing, and allied professionals, and public health. We continue to face issues where physicians leaving critical areas in the emergency room and OBGYN areas. Pediatric ED wait times are 6 to 8 hours. The facility is deteriorating. No plans for improvement. One physician told me it's about staffing, equipment, and access to innovation. You know, I got on this contract team because I did work in the ED during COVID. And one of our members, Dr. Mahoney, worked with me there. And I sat in that room and he came in and he said, I said, what are you doing here? He said, Raditha, whatever we have to do to help these patients. And he said to me, when I take care of all these patients, who is going to take care of me? And the state has not responded. Another one of our members, Debbie Lawrence, she used to come here all the time. I saw her when she came to the ED. I actually turned her back because I was very scared for her because of all of her health complications. But in the end, Dr. Mahoney died. And you know what? I didn't want to say this. It's because of innovation, because guess what? We turned our pediatric ICU into an adult ICU. And he needed a procedure called CTRT. And we did not have the equipment. He had to be transferred. And he died. And this is what I'm talking about. We have always done our job, and we deserve a fair contract. Our contract targets priorities for our healthcare workers. Some of the demands include holiday pay, PGY salaries, suspension of the OT so people can get paid when they do overtime. Our strength is in our diversity and our unity. Our contract must ensure public health care and good jobs for all our hospital members. You know why? Because we keep New York healthy. The fight is not only for UUP, but to create a system where good health care and education are attainable to all New Yorkers. When Fred was down in our campus, our slogan was Brooklyn needs downstate, right? But right now, I'm gonna say what SUNY needs, and everybody yelled their campus out. SUNY needs? SUNY needs? We want a fair contract now. Thank you.
Thank you, Raditha. That is vitally important. I know my colleagues on the Albany campus, we don't have a hospital, but those issues are vitally important because we know we are part of a larger movement and we need to fight for our colleagues who are working in these untenable situations, who are providing vital, vital care to our community. I want to recognize some other folks that are here. We are a proud affiliate of New York State United Teachers. Annie Plott is right up front, president of NYSET. Our NYSET colleagues are here in Charlotte. They know what it's about, representing school districts and locals across the state, all of them doing different work, but all of them fighting for the same thing: justice, equity, fairness, strong working conditions for the people that we serve. That's what it's all about. Now, for too long, higher education has been built on the backs of exploited, deeply exploited, part-time adjunct labor. It's untenable, it's unsustainable. These are below living wages, these are below poverty wages. I want to bring up Jackie Pitsley. Jackie, again, a fierce advocate for contingents on our negotiations team, a full-time lecturer at a SUNY Cortland. Come on, Jackie. To tell us all why this is a vitally important issue for our contract.
Thanks, Aaron. Like you said, I'm Jackie Pitsley. I'm going to put my thingy-majiggy down. There we go. I'm the chapter president at Cortland University.